And so let's go to assets. This is a real cool area. What you're going to see here in assets, in the upper right hand corner, you're going to see new assets. So if I wanted to add an asset, we'll deal with that later. If I wanted to add an asset to the system, I'm going to click this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the product name, I'm going to put a description, and then what we've enabled early are a few categories of product types. That's props, which are your guns, your spaceships, weapons, video, audio backgrounds, logo, script. Characters and scripts, of course, are not programming scripts. They are movie, animated scripts, comic book scripts. So your written works. And you're going to be able to choose those, and you'll see how that comes in handy. You're going to click your upload, you're going to confirm, and after the system validates the asset, it's going to add it to your registered list, to your inventory. And as you can see, there are really two rows here. So the top row of registered assets are assets that I have added to the system. The purchase assets are assets that I have acquired that were already in the system that someone else owned. And as you can see, the information that we put in when we add the asset, and even when we edit it, that information, and you can see some links here, which are really cool. So, we can look at this logo and look at the description about it. So if we go into the titanium logo, we can see some interesting things here. We can see that we get a pop-up. We can see that it's got its unique hash. This lets us know, hey, this asset is actually registered to the blockchain. It lets us know who the owner is. It has a rating, and that's kind of simulated there, as you can see. The descriptions are real. We can put those in now. We have long descriptions, short descriptions, the price, and you'll see a purchase and license button. These are important. I cannot click on these buttons because I actually own this asset. But in the store, you can actually purchase or license an asset directly from the description area, just like you could from the actual store itself, from the front area of the store. So, there's a little bit of convenience there. But when you own an asset, you can't purchase from yourself or license from yourself. So these are inactive for you. So we're just going to go back here. And yes, I see a comment. Absolutely. The license for the titanium logo and the titanium would be $100,000 easily. And that's not real. These prices are simulated. We want the threshold of pricing to start to, from low to moderate. And as we have more users and a higher quality of work, more sought after, the demand is greater, then we want to see higher prices. And we're going to build some tools that will kind of nudge people about pricing, whether something might be too high or too low, putting it outside of demand. So these are just, don't get sticker shock there. What I really like is the link here. So what this does is it allows for you to click on that hash and go directly to Etherscan. Etherscan is a program created by Ethereum that allows you to see what you have added to the blockchain. And in this case, this represents the Coven test network. So it's in a quasi blockchain, not the blockchain, but it's got a transactional hash. And it says it was added successfully. You can see the information, and there's more information as you scroll down. So you can see all the information related to your asset, okay? And that lets you know, hey, these guys really are adding representations of our digital assets to the blockchain. Again, representations of the assets. The assets themselves are not added to the blockchain. They have a alphanumeric cryptographic hash, as is referred to, that act as a representation of information associated with that asset. Okay, so some people may use the term adding to the blockchain. That's not really what's happening. It's a representation added there, and that's for a number of reasons. So, owner, we've got the uploaded date, and we've got the date and timestamp here. The product type, remember when we showed you the various product types, we can see those. We've got the pricing, and these are basically to let us know, hey, it's in the store. If it's green, it's licensable if it's green. If it's red, it's not in the store or it's not licensable. If I want to make changes to the information about the product, I can change some of that information, not all. The name, the logo, the product type, the registration date, and the hash, you can't change those, but you can change your price. You can change whether or not you want it in the store, and you can change your descriptions. You can update that, and you'll be good to go. Okay. So the same thing with the purchase assets. You can't change them. As you see, this is inactive. But what you can do is download them, because at some point you've got to have access to the assets that you're buying for the projects you're working on. So we have a download feature. Oh, mine automatically downloaded. So, I guess that's the way I have it set. But I wanted to show you what it looks like. Like any other element online that you download, it'll ask you what file you want to put it in, or if you've already set it, send it to the download folder, it'll do that. And so these are the assets that I purchased, et cetera, et cetera.